This is likely my favorite art book right now. It is that lovely mix of wonderful, inspiring art, descriptions and images of the artistic process, and lovely anecdotes and descriptions without feeling like you are wading through a sea of words. But perhaps the most enchanting part of the book is that Fran lets us into his journey, including images from his youth as he honed his skills, fell in love with dragons, and grew into the artist that he is today. So let's take a look at Dibujante Nocturno by Fran Garces. I want to start with something that is often left out of books like this, the artist's journey. When we look up to an artist, find their work inspiring, it can sometimes seem like such a daunting task to attempt to live up to their work. The artists who are humble enough to show where they started, to show the work of their youth, throw us a lifeline. At the beginning of the book, Fran Garces walks us through old pencil and pen drawings from his early years and some of his first pieces when he moved to digital art. These are wonderful to see how he built up his characteristic style, in addition to offering encouragement for the young artist who wonders if they will ever be able to match their idols. I also appreciate the section on his supplies. These are often some of the first comments and questions that artists receive online. What kind of pen did you use? Is this digital? What sketchbooks do you recommend? Fran Garces takes the time not only to answer these questions, but to explain his reasons why. He talks about the importance of having cheap sketchbooks, so you do not find yourself with looming anxiety or stress because of the amount of money invested into the product. Kindly, he also follows this sentiment up with brand names of the things he actually uses, appealing to both our desire to understand and, if we choose, to procure the same media he uses. He talks about his studio, his setup, what day-to-day life looks like in a humble and approachable manner, all the while displaying beautiful, whimsical photos and detailed, texture-laden work. I suppose I should talk about the art present in the book as well. I began to count the illustrations in the book, but when I was only 50 pages in and at 62 illustrations already, I decided I could easily claim there are over 100 individual illustrations in the book, many of which are sketchbook spreads, including multiple illustrations or thumbnails. Suffice it to say, the amount of work here is incredible. I have mined inspiration from this book many times, and I adore that he tends to work on the same concept through multiple iterations. And to our benefit, he includes that for our viewing pleasure. It is lovely to see the mind of an artist at work when you leaf through their books, and this one does a wonderful job of introducing you to the artist and his work. Lastly, the inclusion of his full workflow near the end of the book bears some discussion. This is one of the most valuable things we as artists look for when we pick up an art book. How do we do something similar? So to include a chapter where he works through from concept to sketch to several different visual iterations and finished paintings is a wonderful boon for us as the artists. Aside from sitting down and actually working, I learn more from watching another artist work than almost anything else. You can pull apart the decisions he is making and gain understanding from an artist who has spent years answering and asking all of the same questions that you do. I enjoy the creatures from the ocean. I enjoy the dragons and the dinosaur-influenced art that flows through here. And, to be honest, I enjoy the dark, the skulls, these weird demonic creatures. The texture of everything he seems to manipulate is wonderful and palpable. It feels like if you had the ability to touch this thing, you wouldn't need to. You know exactly what that surface feels like. At the end of the day, this book is wonderful. If you have any inclination to pick up a copy, I would encourage you to do so and to go give Fran Garces a follow on his social media platforms. He is a kind man, a wonderful artist, and delivers work of exceptional quality very frequently. This book is great for inspiration, but also serves as a walkthrough for different styles, compositions, and creature creation. Not only is it a joy to look at, but it has also helped me to sort through ideas and discover new methodologies. As always, thanks for your time. I hope you enjoyed this book review, and I hope you will support Fran Garces, and maybe, if you are so inclined, pick up a copy of Dibujante Nocturno. Have a good one, y'all. See you soon.